Hey guys, it's Ted with HDpiano. Today we're going to learn how to play Daydream Believer by the Monkees. Here's the intro and verse 1. And there you have it. We'll go on from there to the chorus, but that's going to be at hdpiano.com. So my question for you today is, if you had to pick one of these three bands to see at the height of their popularity, who would you see? And so your choices are the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, and the Monkees. And for some people that might be an obvious choice, but I'm curious if any of you guys will surprise me. So comment below. Here is the first part of Daydream Believer. So this is a very iconic rocking pattern that we have in the right hand through this whole section up until the very end, where we have that little melody to lead into the chorus. So the way I'm going to teach it, because these are all 3 or 4 note chords that then get broken up into this top part and then the bottom part, which is usually going to be the thumb. I'm just going to teach it as one chord. And once we've learned all the chords, then we can work on adding in that 8th note motion and make sure we can find a comfy place to put our hand for each of these chords. Okay, so we're in the key of G. G major, which gives us 1 sharp, that F sharp, right by the top of the scale. And for the most part, all these chords belong within that key. We have 1 chord that goes outside the key. An A dominant 9 chord. But other than that, we're going to be in the key of G major, so that'll help you. And let's start. So we're going to start on G. Then go to this shape, which I suppose you could think of this as belonging to a D sus chord, a D7 sus4. But it's really a 3-note shape here. And then we go back to G. And then back to D. So if you've learned those 2 shapes, try just playing that with me. And we have a little bit of a swing to the 8th note here. So it'll be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... All right, I'm going to move on from there. So here's the top of the first verse. G, then this same shape again. Here you could think of it as belonging to an A minor 7 chord if you wanted to. Then this shape, which is a B minor chord. And then a C major chord. Okay. Moving on to G. And here's our first 4-note chord. This is an E minor 7 chord. This note resolves down to here for our A9 chord, which leads into a D7 chord. So those last 3 chords there are all circle of fifths motion, if you know what that is. Let's go through those last 8 measures again. So it's quickly G, A minor 7, B minor, C. That's just walking up. That's how I would remember that. And then we're going to have a 1, 6, 2, 5. G, E minor 7, A dominant 9, and D7. All right, now we have the second 8-bar phrase of the verse. Starts out pretty similar on G. Here now we have a 4-note chord. Over the A chord, so we're adding in the D that just stays on top for this section. Another 4-note chord, this is a B minor 7 chord, and then a C major 7 chord. So same idea here, the bass is just walking up from G to C, but we have 4-note chords in our right hand now. So then we do a quicker 1, 6, 2, 5, G add 2, E minor 7, you could call this an E minor 11, A minor 9, D7, and then check out this melody at the end. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there are all the chords. I'm gonna slowly play through the whole verse again. Check it out. And just for reference, this is all a right hand part, but for those of you who are familiar with chords and you're trying to learn this from memory, I'm gonna play along just with the bass note in the left hand, because I think whenever we have an inversion, say on this B minor chord, seeing where that root note is and envisioning that in your mind, it might help you memorize this section. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, G, A minor 7, B minor, C, G, E minor 7, A9, D7, G, D7 sus over A, B minor 7, C major 7, G, E, A, D. And that's the whole section. I'd encourage you, if you're ever having trouble with a transition from one of these chords to the next, experiment with different fingerings. You know, for example, on the first two chords, I'm going 3, 5 on top, and then I go to 2, 4 on top. Some people might find it easier to just stay on 3, 5 or stay on 2, 4. Even using 1, 2, 3 for some people is easy. So find whatever works best for you. That's always the rule with choosing which fingers to use. All right, so that's part 1 to Daydream Believer. You'll find the rest of the lesson at HDpiano.com, and you can find us on social media and give us your song requests at the link below. I'm Ted with HDpiano.com, and I will see you there for the rest.